I'm just trying to think, like, could I possibly make them, like, a cool-ass cloak to distract them while they're here?
A cloak?
Or to, like, negotiate with them?
Literally a
Like, I don't.
cloak?
You said they're, like, 10 times as tall as anything, right? That's
Yes.
a huge amount of scale. I don't think I can
You
actually
could
get up
make
there.
them an handkerchief,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Even if I, like, manage to increase it by, like, 2 degrees of scale, it's like, "And here's a hat for one of you."
For one head.
I'm sorry, how big did you say these guys were?
10 times the size. They have giants, like
Right, so it would have to be a really big seesaw.
a really big seesaw, yes.
The Empire State Building of seesaws.
Yeah, like they're not quite Godzilla size, but they're
I mean, it wouldn't be impossible. Literally, the ground is made of rock. I just start digging out rock. And literally, I've already shown you, I can hammer stone with my fists to make stuff.
Maybe you could do even simpler and make a giant-sized game board for them. Like chess or giant
Literally,
chess.
you could do that. You understand that? You just drag your heel across the ground into a giant square. Look at me. I've made you a tic-tac-toe board.
You could try to distract them with a game like that.
That might actually work.
You know what? No, I
They've
need to get
been
in there.
stuck down here since creation. Like,
You know what?
have
You
they
guys
actually
go ahead. I will entertain these guys for the rest of your guys' adventure. I don't think there's literally anything else I can do to help you, and I got all the games, so
I think I can trust you to handle this.
I've got the internet of games. If I run out of games, I'll look up more games.
So then I'll go ahead and look at.
You could try rock, paper, scissors, but that might.
I
be a
think
mess.
I'd probably lose.
Yeah.
He
Charades.
threw 100 different.
No, I'm
animals.
saying that literally I can make game boards out of the ground. I've got the internet's repository of games. I will stay here and distract. You guys just go on ahead without.
But first, you probably need
A word from
to
our sponsors.
propose it. Yeah, no, you probably need to propose it to them.
Yeah,
Well,
we've done our
Lance.
huddle. Now we need to actually.
Yeah,
propose it.
Lance can
Yes.
propose it. I just need to do it.
I will look up to them and go. You know, we do have our job to do, and I know don't necessarily want to assist us, but if you could simply hold the door open. I believe my friend here has an enormous library of activities, of games, from the last several thousand years to the very dawn of human history, of which he could not only demonstrate and instruct, but create in an appropriate size for you.
Do me manipulation, persuasion, difficulty 3.
All right, manipulation. We got 4, and persuasion. I got up to 2 now, so I'm at 6. And we're looking to hit 3. So I would need at least 3 more dice to assume to get it. I need.
You can spend
something-
momentum.
Yeah.
Again.
But what I probably really need is enhancement.
Can I make an assist roll?
You could try, yes.
I've got 1 die. I'm out. I'm not helping.
So,
Dragoslav could probably literally pull out a phone. And the fact that it turns on and lights up could be exciting enough, honestly.
so I will. Okay, I don't know how to say this in character, but I basically play up,
Sure.
You're the hype man. Is that what you mean to say?
basically. All right, what do you want me to roll?
Manipulation, persuasion.
Okay.
Same roll.
All right.
While he's rolling, I have another question.
Yes.
Can the power of the Hades helmet be that, you know how he says you can make things invisible? Make me invisible?
Yes.
Can it make itself invisible?
No.
Damn it. I just thought that would be so much easier if I just walk around with the helmet just invisible.
So that would be +3 enhancement because
All
of
right.
my knack.
Oh, heck yeah. So as long as I roll a single dice, I technically don't need momentum then.
Yep. As long as you
If
roll
I
a
did
success.
spend 1 momentum, though, how many dice would that add?
One.
One?
One for one.
I'll go ahead and take us from 7 to 6 then, and I'll roll 7 dice.
Uh.
Hey! So we got 3 with 3 enhancement.
All right. So that's more than enough. You do your sales pitch, and they agree to leave the door open because Dragosav begin to trace game board in the center. By the way, Dragosav, you can go to visions.
What now?
To your virtue, you can go one notch toward vision.
Got it.
All right. They begin to open the door. It scrape against the earth. It's horrible sound, and from the inside of the door, you can hear just screams of agony, moans, and roar, and something's shaking the ground a bit.
How inviting.
I know, right?
All right, you two. I suppose we charge forward. I will go ahead and briefly, from the climb equipment, just take out a orange safety rope and a piton, smack the piton into the ground, and then just drag the rope along to remember the path that we take.
All right. Inside, it seems to be another cityscape inside another cavern. A cavern inside a cavern, if you will.
Hmm.
Various flows of lava are around, and you can see in the distance sort of it looks very much like a Christian depiction of hell. You can, but the background is a little bit more varied. You have a sense that you do not belong here, and there's so many things, and most of them horrible. Like you can see one man that seems to be emaciated and dry, sitting in a pool of water with fruits hanging by nearby branches of tree just up of him, and each time he tries to get the fruit or drink water, the water recedes or the branches just recedes too. You can see flying things, looks like kind of, you would say demons, but not really, torturing shades, and you can see in the distance, you can see something enormous with a gazillion of chains keeping it in place. It seems even bigger than the hecaton here at the door. I'm not sure what it is, but it's hard to describe really a sense of geography and normalcy to this place. It assaults your senses, and it's really not pleasant at all.
Right, we're in a place where the titans have been thrown.
Yes, you sense primordial energy seeping through everything. It's hard to maintain composure, and
Technically speaking, we're inside something older than the Titans.
there's nothing older than the Titans.
They are the old.
Yes.
I do have the chaos purview, so the disorientation is much less on lands.
Yes.
Same here.
So I'm gonna put it on Lance here to almost see him at home as he like tries to locate where Hector might be.
Yeah, Liv, you're fucking lost. But Thomas,
Yeah,
yeah,
especially since my whole thing is like the ordered cycle.
yeah, you would rather be in hell right now because this is not like that.
Yeah.
Like you would rather be in any of the 9 worlds than this place.
Thomas kind of puts his hand on Liv's shoulder and says, "Steady now." He's at least trying to act calm.
My head is going to explode.
Yes, but not right now.
Let's make this quick.
All right. So
But
we need to
yes.
locate him.
Where is Hector? That's a good question.
Well, if
You're not
Hera,
sure.
well, if Hera bypassed all this, where would she put Hector?
Unfortunately, my
Like
guess
the
is
circle
not
of hell
right.
for infidelity?
My
Just to be cruel?
my unfortunately my instinct is not near the door.
Yeah, not near the door. She can be a bitch when she wants to, but
She
basically,
might still have a sense of cruel irony.
yes. I want you to do me cunning academics roll because you have several tableaus of human souls being tortured, and they vary by chronological dates or myth. So you can try to, go back to a certain era. You would need to
You said cunning and
navigate.
academics.
Yes, you
You
would
said
need.
I
cunning and
have 10 dice for that. And
Oh my.
because I would like to add in politics specialty for this. Because
Uh,
wherever Hera has thrown this was inherently a sort of political decision in the midst of their massive war between each other.
no, not really. It's not really politics at all.
You said cunning and academics.
Yes, one of you makes a roll. This
Oh,
is
I
gonna be
yeah.
difficulty
That,
free.
it's better if I don't because I only got 3.
I got 10 dice. I could technically make this without even adding momentum. Maybe I should add 2 more just to make sure.
If
It
you want
can't
to, go for
hurt.
it.
I'm gonna do it. So our momentum goes down to 4. And I'm rolling 12 dice. Ah! Oh.
You search and search and search and search, and it's exhausting, and you begin to get lost through the countless souls. Well, not countless, but still, there's a lot of them, and trying to avoid the intention of these demon things or anything, and trying to not step into primordial energy and get yourself blasted.
Hmm.
Um, you decide to take a break. You're on a hill, like you can see in the distance, someone having a banquet or other stranger things of people being punished for gods know what.
The whole
And
time, like the whole time, Thomas is looking around, kind of starstruck, assuming that he's like being led in the right direction. Like, oh my God, that's Tantalus! Oh my God, that's Titos! Like, just
yeah, and speaking of, you
sorry.
can see a block rolling off a boulder towards your hill, and you're probably in the place where Sisyphus is. The guy
Okay, I
looks.
want to be the asshole right now who just puts his foot on the on the end of the rock and pushes it back down.
Well, you can, but you see, like, it takes 5-10 minutes of him grunting. His fingers are nearly bleeding on the boulder, and like he's like, "I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, he
I'm gonna
pissed
do
off
it.
my dad, so I might as well.
I'm gonna do it." And you just push the boulder, and it's just you hear a cry of pain, sadness, and resignation in one of it, and
Have you learned your lesson yet?
he looks at you with hate-filled eyes and spits at your feet and go back to the boulder.
Uh, Through my headache, I slap him in the back of the head.
Who,
What?
Sisyphus or Thomas?
Thomas.
Thomas looks over like, what? He's down here for a reason. He trapped death in a closet.
Okay. But they're already punishing him.
I'm
Technically,
going to just sort of
have
shake my head at Thomas a little bit, and I'm going to sort of like walk by Sisyphus as he's pushing the boulder up the hill. And I'm just going to whisper gently, I think you must hate the gods at this point.
He does he like he doesn't respond because he doesn't want to get into more trouble. But you can see him.
But
You
I'm
can
going
see
to
his
put
eyes.
a hand on his shoulder and I'm going to whisper into his ear, "Would you like to help us pull one over on Hera?"
He stops his ascension and says, "What? Why are you here? What are you
We're
doing
looking
here,
for Hector,
Hector?" Ah,
Trojan Prince.
yeah.
I'm not sure if
Why?
you were in the same time period. It's history's fuzzy.
I don't remember. I nearly don't remember anything except this fucking boulder.
But we do need to find him.
Try. Okay. Uh, it's I think I don't. Help me roll this, please. I'll help you. Help me roll this, and I'll help you.
Lance is kind of rolling it over in his head at the moment, but he is giving a gaze over towards Thomas.
Is Sisyphus looking at me?
Yes, he's furious at you.
Okay. Thomas like raises his hands and he's like, "I'll give you one better. How about a break?"
What? What?
I'll take the boulder, so you
Okay.
can rest your hands for a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
All right.
laughing for reasons that'll become evident later.
So Thomas goes ahead and takes the boulder from Sisyphus so he can rest a little bit.
All right. I I'll help you. Uh,
Excellent.
Thomas, do you roll? Where do you roll the boulder?
I'm not
Do you
rolling
roll
it anywhere. I'm just holding it in one place.
You're holding it. Okay. It's important.
While he does that, I'm probably gonna. I probably have a first aid kit with me. I'm gonna pull out some gauze and offer to patch up those bleeding hands for.
Bless you, you. Ah, you beautiful maiden. Oh, uh, you bandage his hands for a moment, and he seems so relieved. All right, you.
Thomas is straining just to keep. At, either he's straining or he's pretending to strain to keep it up. He's like, "Can you guys please hurry it up? Get
Yeah.
the information, please."
Actually, Thomas, you find the boulder not really like it's really easy to hold it in place for you.
I'm just imagining it
Yeah.
like for him is like the consistency of styrofoam, but to Sisyphus is like a
Yes,
million pounds.
it is. It's pretty like that. And you see Sisyphus like points. I think is like, let's get on the hill, and he's
To the
like,
top of the hill.
yeah, and he's like, where could it be? Uh, hey, you, and he points to he points you, Thomas. You, what's your name?
Thomas,
Huh? What do you know about Trojan? Do you know the architecture? Because I don't.
I know they like walls.
I'm pretty well acquainted with it.
Well, get up there. Come help us.
Alright, so I'll go up and I'm gonna use my brain.
He's specifically called Thomas, but he's not like he doesn't say no, don't not you, but he specifically called him Thomas.
Thomas makes a
Sure.
big show of like holding the rock in place. He's like, "Can't holding this."
Come on, come on, you puss. Even I can use it, and look at my arms, and you see his arms are really like they're not skeletal or anything, but they're his strength is not his strong suit. You think I don't recognize Golding when I see one? Come here, stop being a showman. I'll help you find your rector. I need your help.
Come on,
Yeah.
Thomas. Let's trade.
Okay, so he lets Liv have the rock shield.
Leave. Everyone, I would like you to do me an intellect empathy difficulty 3.
Do I get a bonus for
Yes.
sensing attention?
Intellect, empathy. That's gonna be 4, but I already know what he's up to.
Yeah, add a character. I
Since
know
the
exactly.
very
Yes.
beginning we got you.
Of course.
He's trying to trick us into getting it up there for him.
But we have 2 people who could just like stand there with a boulder all day.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's trying to trick you into rolling up a boulder for you for him.
So I'm going to go ahead and shrug my shoulders and go, these 2 are totally useless. They're absolutely brain dead morons that don't know a single thing.
All
They
right.
can't
And-
possibly help you find anything here. Here,
and
I'll
Tom-
point it out where if I see
Oh.
it.
And as you're saying that, like Thomas rolls his shoulders and like he's like, "It's true, we are. I can barely tie my shoes."
I think earlier you couldn't add.
Fine.
It was embarrassing, honestly.
Fine. I don't know if it's him, and he points to a direction where you can see fragments of a big wall, and you can see horses, and you're not sure. You don't really.
Oh
They're in
no.
armor, and like you can see a woman and a kid being dragged off by soldier. Let's see. I don't know if I have a Trojan, but that's
No,
only
that's
guys in armor.
definitely it. If he's being dragged around on the horse still, I'm gonna be a little bit irate.
so you should
That,
probably
that
go.
would be the place.
What do you want to do with him anyway?
Well, he shouldn't be here.
Yeah, neither should I.
Uh, unfortunately, it seems the Greek pantheon has a habit of throwing people wherever they want.
Yeah, Thomas just shouts, "Well, at least you got a ticket out of here. You're only here until the rock's up the hill."
Very funny. I'm dying from laughter.
Is that how you died?
Well, like I said, my friends here are brain dead morons. You could get out right now. But there's just one thing you have to do first. I understand the magic that they put on it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna need you to do something first.
What is that?
Here, give me your hand.
He looks at you suspiciously, but give you his hands.
I'm gonna start walking him down the hill a little bit. It's part of the magic of my pantheon. We're just gonna need a little bit of your blood here, and I'm just gonna like pull like a tiny little pinprick, like a sewing needle or something. I'm gonna
Okay.
take it, and then I'm gonna slam his hands back onto the boulder.
What? You're gonna what?
I'm gonna slam his hands back onto the boulder
Why? What does
just
that? What?
just to have him take the boulder back.
He was expecting that, so he's not. Like it's like, yeah, okay, fair enough.
I was just gonna trick him. I was gonna try to trick him.
He was expecting that, so he tried anyway, but.
Sorry, but good luck.
But
Fuck
honestly,
you.
thanks for the assistance, and I hope you enjoyed your break.
I hope I'll see you here. But thanks for the break anyway.
All right.
And he began to roll the boulder, defeated, and anyway.
Well, at least we got our directions.
Yeah,
So I
and I
believe
think
we're now heading towards the wall.
I think it's a good time to stop here before
Okay.
beginning the scene and cutting out 3 minutes in.
Okay, that's fair
Alright.
enough.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Did we get any XP for that, or
Of
just,
course.
yay?
1
Ah.
XP for the station.
Yeah, okay.
1 XP because you hit milestone.
Alrighty.
Did any of you achieve
Uh,
short-term aspiration?
I did. I reinforced fatalism, so
All right. So that's 1 point. Let's see. Let's see. Did anyone? How many momentum did you spend?
We're at 4 now, so we kind of went round circle with what we gained this time, I think.
So you all gain 1 point of experience. And I don't believe someone achieved the long-term deed.
No, my long
No.
term is
Alright.
still unmet.
So that's 3 points of experience for everyone and 4 for Liz because she achieved the short-term goal.
shiny.
All right. Oop. So I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yep, it was
Yep.
good.
Yep, and sorry again about last time.
It's
Not being
okay.
able to make it.
Well,
Yeah, it's
now we
okay.
understand time zones. I think everything will be fine.
Yeah, at least this time you're here. Like, I didn't want to
Yeah.
go on without you
Yeah.
because it's kind of big for you.
Yeah, and sorry for oversleeping. Like I honestly thought it was a 10.
It's okay. Happens.
Just one last thing. As we're walking away, once we get out of earshot, I just whisper, "You'd think you'd be more jacked after a few thousand years."
Well, technically, it's more like 2 million years, but yeah. Even more than that, I think. I don't remember correctly when. Yeah, but yes. So, as always, if the things you like, didn't like, or any commentary.
I definitely loved our little
yeah.
Sisyphus arc here.
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
And our audience with Hades was quite fun, I think.
Cool.
It had that moment of, oh, wait, this guy could totally destroy us in a moment, couldn't he? Oh, whoops, what did we get ourselves into?
Yeah. That's how you're lucky Persephone was here.
Yeah.
I am almost curious if this will spark a civil war.
Well,
Trojan War 2.0.
maybe. Maybe.
But that's okay. I'm just here to make sure that there's not a war between the Netshir and the Greek pantheon. If there's a civil war, that's not my problem.
Yeah, but you know, if there is a civil war, Tom is going to point at you and Dracoslav and say these two did it.
Should be fine because the Nadir and the Theoi have a strong relationship.
Oh, yes.
Especially Hermes and
Anubis.
Thoth.
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 Yeah.
I mean, technically, some of the god of the Theoi and Nadir are in the two pantheon at once.
Yeah, basically
So,
from the what was the period of time when the Greeks were in control, the Ptolemaic
Yes.
period.
Yeah.
A lot of the gods just kind of ended up being smooshed together
Yes. So
because
a lot
they're
of
just
them.
like, hey, your Greek gods, they're actually our gods, See?
Yes.
It all works out.
The Roman imported a lot of gods too, so like they have very, very strong relationship.
Isn't there like a version of Horus who's just like in Greek he's just like the god of silence or something? Just because like he
maybe.
Yeah, he's always holding his finger to his lips like shush.
Maybe. I don't know.
So that's why we have to be quiet in the library.
Here we go. Harper, I can't pronounce that. Harpocrates, Crates, something like that.
No idea. There's so many gods in both of the religion that.
There we go.
Yeah. And it's especially confusing with the Egyptian one because it existed for so long that pretty much every god
Yes.
eventually fell into every single role.
Yes.
You know,
Like-
you know, My favorite explanation for like how the Greeks explained Egyptian deities was basically like the gods were hiding from a giant, so that's why they're all the Egyptian gods are have animal heads.
Yeah.
That's their explanation. Like literally every god except Zeus saw Typhon, and they're like, "Oh shit, run to Egypt!" and they all turn into animals.
But yeah, I hope this was fun.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it was fun.
So I guess since this is the wrap up, now's the time for me to ask about callings, keywords, and
Oh yes.
legendary titles.
Well, legend titles is really titles related to a fact you did. And keywords are like your callings, like you would describe a leader as, I don't know. Let me open back my my PDF. My PDF. Let's see.
Examples for leaders: ruler, wise, inspiration, Orisha, commander, lawgiver, code, proclaim, director, rank, officer, authority.
Right, and it would seem that I pick one keyword to just like own
Like
as long as I have a calling dot.
it's more like an example. Yeah, it's like your legend title is tied to one of your callings, and as
But
long
you
as it can fit
you use the keywords
to
in your
construct,
titles. Yeah.
to construct a title. So I believe you are a trickster, leader,
And
and
judge.
judge.
So you'd
judge
have
that is
the number of
also
keywords for each of those equal to the number of dots you have.
Yeah, so I'm like going through and like sort of picking those out right now.
I assume you're
Oh, I forgot. For what you did to Sisyphus, you can go towards balance.
Okay. So that goes ahead and puts me at slightly towards justice now
Okay.
instead of fully.
Because the just thing would have been to to help him. Because after all this time,
I was
yeah.
actually really wondering too. It's a hard case to kind of like consider.
It
On
is
one
hard.
hand, he did like kill people that he invited in as guests under the pretext
No,
of
that's not
protecting
him.
them for his own.
That's
No,
that's
that's
No,
not
no.
what it says here.
No, that's not him. Sisyphus tricked Persephone into going back into the world of the living, and didn't want to come back by faking it, by not having received the burial rites.
Oh, right, he has a whole lot of different things. The inciting incident, though, is the killing guests to assert his own
Yes.
rule.
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I forgot.
then
But yeah, there's like a long-winded set of like continually tricking the gods hilariously, I believe.
Yes.
yeah, like at one point he pretty much tied Thanatos up and tossed him in the closet.
he's basically
Like,
just a gigantic, enormous dick.
Yeah,
I mean, it's basically like Greek hero do have a level of cunning that is revealed, but he's basically too cunning for his own good.
yeah, he there's cunning, and then there's I'm going to try to get my way around the gods, and there's
Yes.
he definitely did the latter.
Loki.
Yeah, so there's definitely a case to be made that like
Yeah,
eternal punishment is too much for anything, but that also means basically saying like, wait a second, this concept of like an afterlife where you're punished is
Yes.
not good.
So yeah, so
That's
what's
harder
like
to transgress against.
you didn't disturb the balance of things by doing that.
Yeah.
So-
I believe there's well there was like this thing I read once where like someone went to go check on Sisyphus, and like he has like his he finally gets to rock up the hill, and they're like, how the hell did you do that? Well, I just kept rolling, and eventually the hill gave up. It's not like he has to do it forever. It's just until
It is.
until
All
it gives
right.
up.
It is because Zeus made sure he would never be able to complete his task.
Well, there was
Well,
there's that cartoon Ulysses, the sci-fi one, where the hill exists as an asteroid, and he keeps pushing the ball up the hill,
Oh.
and when he pushes it off the edge of the hill, it falls down to this like von Neumann device, which just rolls it down to the bottom, which pushes up the next ball. It's just an infinite series of balls.
That's awesome. Oh, jeez.
Let's
Well,
see. So
I
take a
gotta-
look at keywords.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one of the ones to ask them would be rebel for trickster, because that's not actually on the
Yes.
list, but it fits. It's everything I'm going for.
It fits.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Now I just got to pick a second keyword that fits. Well, what do I actually do more?
What did you do? That's basically the thing. What did you do that's...
Were y'all wrapping up?
Yeah, we're in the
Yeah,
wrap-up phase, and I'm
Was there experience to be gained?
Oh, you get free experience for the session.
I mean, he did encourage a minor rebellion.
He did.
Yeah.
But you
What
already
am I?
have...
Am I cunning? Am I a rascal? Am I subversive?
Those
don't
ones are
know.
those are examples, so
Well, I mean, it says to, like, pick off of the examples, and otherwise you have to ask.
No, it's fine.
Did I accomplish maybe a short term there?
I don't know. Let's see. I say yes. You did erase a tradition in favor of technological progress, even if it's a bit convoluted. Yeah, I would say so. For experience for you.
Just that last one that I can't do in hell.
I mean, yeah, you couldn't. You couldn't.
Me and these 200-armed guys going into business together.
And technically, you could get some flowers and start I don't know, start a agricultural business in the living world.
In
but,
hell.
yeah. No, not in hell. Yeah.
Yeah, hell flowers.
Or you could make boats.
Delivery
Both
time, never.
You could make flower boats and sell them to shake.
To be fair, though, a business and a corporation, not the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
There's I just looked this up. There's actually a Chinese myth that's similar to Sisyphus.
Oh, there's
There's
a
a-
lot of myths.
There's this
The-
guy who's basically tasked to cut down a giant tree that keeps growing every time
Yeah.
he slices a part of it off.
That was the plot of Sword Art Online Underworld. The beginning part of it, anyway. That these guys have this job that they have to do. And this one guy's job is to cut this tree down, but it's the ironbark tree. And his family has been working on it for the last couple hundred years. So his job is to every day get up, go out there, start cutting this tree that his parents, his grandparents, his great-grandparents have been working on for a long time. The knowledge that for his whole life he will probably not cut this tree down.
Anyway, guys, I gotta get going. I'm good.
See you.
Alright,
Gonna
catch you later.
take
go grab
care.
a haircut.
Yeah,
See you guys later.
I'm probably gonna head out too.
Alright,
alright.
see you, man.
Take care.
Leave it to
Good
Sword
game
Art
with you guys.
Online to kill the conversation.
All right, peace.